25,000 Hindu women alongside their children were saved by the Sikhs from being sold off as slaves in the human auctions in Afghanistan. Yet the descendants of those women have turned that act of bravery into a mocking phrase that Sikhs go crazy at midnight. Why midnight? Well, the Sikh warriors would turn into angels of death for the invading Afghani soldiers and attack at midnight. In the mid-1700s, Afghani king Ahmed Shah Abdali would attack India for the loot and gold to fund this own kingdom. His army would plunder cities, towns, and villages, and reduce them to rubble after looting the treasuries. They would terrorize the local Hindu inhabitants and put them to the sword if they did not convert to Islam. They would then kidnap their women and children back to Afghanistan to be used and abused in the most sadistic ways. The people of India cried out to the Almighty to save them. The Khalsa heard the screams and geared up to face the Afghani soldiers face to face in battle. It is the philosophy given to the Sikhs by Guru Gobind Singh Ji to always help the defenseless and crack the skulls of the tyrants. Adbali's army loaded up their caravans with the loot they accumulated in India, but still had to make their way through Punjab back to Afghanistan. The Khalsa were waiting, like lions waiting for their prey. Their swords were thirsty to taste the flesh of the sadistic tyrants. As the carts made their way through the fields of Punjab at night, the Sikhs would stalk the Afghans, appearing and disappearing, picking them off one by one, with arrow shot from the darkness. Chaos would ensue amongst the ranks of the Afghanis. It was like ghosts were sniping them left and right. The Sikh warriors would then charge from the high grass and jungles, surgically eliminating soldiers swiftly, as if they were possessed by death himself. Knowing the atrocities that were being committed, the Sikh warriors were inspired to teach Abdali a lesson. Heads of Abdali's generals were put on spikes along the main routes that the Afghan soldiers would take. After vanquishing the enemy, the Sikh warriors rescued the Hindu women and children from their cages, broke the chains, and returned them back to their villages. The loot was distributed amongst the masses. When Afghani generals recalled the incident to Abdali, they explained that going through Punjab is like walking through a swamp full of crocodiles. They had no clue when death would come for them. Abdali was at a loss of words when he heard that his loot was stolen, as his kingdom had no other means of income. That is why Sikhs go crazy at midnight. They saved 25,000 Hindu women and children during the midnight raids.